G'day guys, welcome back. Take 2 of the metallic pour. So my previous video I had copper and bronze. I've taken the copper out. It was a bit pinky looking for me, so I've just got the bronze. I've got pearl, bronze, silver, gold, a black and an antique silver. It's a gunmetal silver. I'm a bit worried about the 2 silvers and the black going a bit too grey, but I'll just give it a go. So I have mixed my pouring medium that I used the same last time, 3 parts Floetrol, 1 part PVA to half a part of pouring medium. And the difference with this pour is I've used 2 parts medium to 1 part paint. So I had 120 grams of pouring medium and I've put 60 grams of paint in. And I'm going to cut down on the oil. This is the treadmill silicone oil. I'm going to just put 2 drops. 1, 2, I won't put any in the black. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2 in the pearl. So these are global paints. I've got the black, the antique silver, the regular metallic silver, metallic gold, and metallic pearl, and then the bronze here is Sargent's bronze, metallic bronze. So this is for a metallic challenge, just for a pour that we all have to do metallics, so thought I'd give that a go, but I have just got the black as well, just to help with the cell definition and a little bit of contrast. So it's not really a colour, is it? Black and white aren't really colours. Now with my last one, I couldn't really layer the paints. They were quite thin. I had a 3-to-1 mix. And if you've watched my videos, you know that I do metallics 2-to-1. And because the cups are so deep, I couldn't really layer. I had to pour, so it's layering a little bit better. But the other ones were poured in rather than layered because these large cups are so deep. And I think that's probably half the problem with the last pour. The colours just blended too much. They were too thin, and instead of layering they were pouring, so it's probably why it was not quite what I wanted. That's layering better. So I'll get 2 layers in each cup of these colours. The global copper seems to be really quite pink. That's why I've taken it out and gone with just the bronze. And I also took out the lighter gold as well. The gold pretty much was lost in that previous pour. Couldn't really see much gold at all. The black took over, the copper took over. So I've cut down on the black. In this one, the last one had 2 cups of black. This one's just got the 1 cup of black. So we'll see if that helps. It was just too dark. And you can see that these paints are thicker this time round. They're sitting on top. Running out of bronze. I always end up with more paint in the beginning, in the first cup, and then by the time I get down here, this last little cup's hardly got any paint. I'll have to start at this end and work my way down, I think. I was also debating whether to add a metallic teal into this mix, or just keep it all, you know, golds and coppers, silvers. If this works nicely, I might do another one and either add some, I'll show you the colours. I've got these Deco Art, I've got Sapphire and Aquamarine, so I think that'll look nice with the metallics. I was going to put one of those in and then I chickened out and I thought, no, I'll just stick to these. Just going to put a little bit of black between my gold and my silver. So let me know in the comments if I should do a metallics again using gold, silver, copper, and then should I add the metallic blue or the metallic aqua? Which one do you think will look nicer with these colours? The blue is going to go green anyway, I think, because of the gold. So I'm going to get shades of bluey greens in each, regardless of which one I do. Okay, oh, I haven't even added any of this in before. That's okay, I'll just do one layer. Forgot all about it. It's quite dark though, so I don't mind having a bit less of it. Alright, now I've got 5 cups this time instead of the 4 of the previous time. And I did explain why in that video. So let's flip these. There's my centre there. If you've got more cups when you flip, you're going to have more coverage straight away if you're using the same amount of paint. I have cut down on the amount of paint on this one. The other one I seem to have too much paint. I think it was because I used the 2 blacks and I had a bit too much paint. So this one's got the less paint and I've got the 5 cups. So what I'm going to try and do is just tilt down and not go back up again. And then if I've got extra paint, I can do my corners, because the coming back up again seems to make a little bit of mud and you get more lines. It doesn't blend as well, so I'm going to try for that. Still getting really pretty cells here popping up, and hopefully I'll be having less cells. I don't know if I can actually show you this one. I'll pick it up very carefully and bring it around for you. I only just did it, so it's still wet. That's it there. So huge cells, too big for my liking. Let's put it down over here. I've got this huge dining room table that I use. Can't sit down and have dinner at it, mind you, but I'm in the process of doing a studio. Okay, let's tilt these. Okay, so the thicker mix, you can see it's thicker, it's not tilting all the way down. Let me see if I can move that without causing a disaster. Just get it to go down to the bottom, and then I can try and see if I can flip the rest of these cups a little bit better. Not really. All right, let's just do it. It's a bit thick. And that one was better. Okay, leftover paint. Just put up on the edges. Haven't got much left actually. Not much at all. I'm going to have to really tilt to cover down here. Let's put a bit in here, since this is the area that's got the least amount of paint. This bronze is beautiful. This Sargent's bronze. It's a really pretty colour. Alright, bit of a torch. Don't really want any more cells, there's plenty there, and it looks as if I've got some nice background, this beautiful silver. Okay, now I'm going to have to turn it around, because I'm going to have to tilt down this way first, because it's the most amount of paint that I'm going to have on this canvas at the moment, so I'm going to use the weight of it to go down there. Cross fingers that we can... I can do this, because I didn't drag very well at all, these cups. And it does make a difference too, the thickness of your paint. If it's thinner, it just comes out a lot easier. And if it's thicker like this, 2-to-1 mix, then it comes out a lot slower. Let's do this corner first here, while the paint's making its way down. Try not to lose too much of it, because I'm going to need all of it. Okay, come back to that later if I get a chance. I'd rather the middle be pretty and not worry too much about the edges. This one here is giving me grief. Try and get some more paint down there. Go for that corner and this at the same time, using the weight of this paint to sort of bring it down that way a little bit to fill in that gap. Some pours are more of a struggle than others. This one's definitely going to be a struggle. Bring this weight back down to here, so I'll go that way now, because I've got lots of paint there, so down and down that way. I'm losing this, but there's not much I can do about that. Let's do it quick. Bring it back. Okay, now I still have to turn it around and get this. Hopefully I've still got enough paint left on my canvas, or I'll be picking up what's left over there on my little puppy piddle pads that I use. Okay. Just going to help this a little bit here. All right. Off we go. Let's see how much paint we've got left to play with. Go a little bit of side to side, move the paint down to that corner. Down, back again, back down to this corner here. Looks like I might have just enough to play with. Okay, that's it. Phew, just made it. Let's bring the weight of that back to the middle again. So my sides are a bit stretched out here. Could have done with a little bit more paint. Because I made the paint thicker, I made the paint mix thicker, I should have added a little bit of extra paint, I guess. This is why I end up doing paintings over and over and over, because I think, oh yes, I should have had more paint, so then I do it again with more paint. Just cover up my corners. I love these metallics though, really pretty. One little corner over there. I'll get that in a minute. I'm just going to torch first before the video finishes. See if we get some cells popping up in this grey area. So I'm liking the background. It's really pretty. A little bit disappointed that I didn't have quite enough paint. Does that mean I have to do take 3? We'll see. I think if I do another one, I'll do the one with the metallic blue or aqua in it. I won't go the same again with the silver and the golds and the bronzes. I think 2's probably enough. If I really love something, I'll do it a few times, but I'm not that thrilled with the colour scheme, so I probably won't do it the 3rd time. Right, let me take you in for a close-up. I probably do prefer this one to the previous one. I'll just show you that one again if I can. And that's it there. And that's the new one. So the cells, as you can see on the new one, are smaller. They're more defined because I've had the thicker mix. The runnier or thinner your mix is, the bigger, sort of more loose, less defined your cells are going to be, because the paint is thinner and it spreads. It's like having a blob of ice cream and it melts and then it just, you know, loses its shape. So think of it like that. So a thicker mix will hold the cells better. So while you look at that, I'm just going to fill in my sides that I've missed. And I will see you for the next video. So bye for now. Should be really pretty when it dries, shouldn't it? Those colours will pop. Let me know which one you prefer. Take 1 or take 2. Kind of like the cells on take 2 because they, as I said, they're more well defined. But the other one has its character as well. Okay, that's it. I'm off. Bye.